Check, check. Mic check. I didn't hear the yelling beaver. Let me try that one more time. Okay, I got it. I got it. So that's better. In fact, that makes me realize that maybe there was shit going on that I couldn't hear. So that would have been interesting. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Oh, this turd's already up on the screen, I see. Allow me to fix that for now. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. Oh, what the hell? I was supposed to have this sweet-ass music. It was supposed to, like, continue to play right into the stream. I'll get there. We're working on it. I was going to change my shirt, too, but, you know, I was walking the dog, had to hurry my ass in here, and here we are. You can stare at my balding line. That's what we all love. That's what we're here for, right? We're all here for the balding line. Now, before we get started, I want to ask everybody, did you wash your hands, okay? I also washed my hands. I'm not just... My hands are, like, sticky with, like... I never wash them. I use this shit all day long, so then, like, you've got, like, this healthy layer of protected film. So then if you feel like you've touched COVID at some point, you can just come home with a butter knife and peel the... It's like a waxy layer that forms. You just put your hands on enough dirt, it just kind of packs on there eventually, right? Anyways, I gotta get the chat window up here and see what everybody's saying. How's everybody doing? Larry DeMarch, what's with the apostrophe in hospitals? I don't know. Let's see my title. I don't even remember what my title looks like. I mean, fuck, you know, come on. We have to be this specific. Maybe I didn't have a reason for an apostrophe. Let me take a look at my own image. What are we talking about here? Oh, in that part of the title. Okay, well, fuck you and your language skills. God, too early to the beginning. You can't F-bomb yet. That's okay. The title literally says, the thumbnail has the word virus on it, and so I was screwed the second the stream started. But because you're awesome and I love you, I will change it. There. Apostrophe gone. It took me a while to figure out what apostrophe was. I couldn't remember which one. I'm like, apostrophe, got it. Let's go find an apostrophe, damn it. Anyways, hold on. Let me look at the mic, see if I'm spiking on you. Just yell at me if I'm doing shit that's wrong. We heard it. Let's see here. I'm touching my face, but I've washed my hands and I haven't left my house in so long that, I don't know, I feel like if I had the corona, I would know about it. Craven Mordick, how you doing? 23 people here. That's a awfully slow start. Who am I competing against? I think Steve McRae is on. Lord McRae, if you will. Nathan Thompson's dog. Woof woof. Motherfuckers. This guy should be arrested. This son of a bitch right here. So we'll get to him in just a moment. One thing I did forget to turn on is my little stream deck here, so just bear with me 1 second. Touch portal. My homemade stream deck that I'm extremely proud of, because it was an old, dead tablet that had no life left in it. And no, I do not want to update right now. Thank you. Refreshing page, connecting, all that stuff. Connect with OBS. Boom, connected. And magic occurs. There we go. Okay. At least, I don't know, it was working. There we go. There's everything on the stream deck. Okay, this just allows me to switch a little faster for you guys, you know? Ah, wrong button! Well, there you go. It covers all the important stuff. Try to hack that. I think it does anyways. Well, somebody will figure something out, I'm sure. They're good at shit. But anyways, I'm rambling. Let's take some more people here. Lizzie Beth, hey, how you doing? Stay. How you doing? Andrew Kroll, I think you're talking to Nathan's dog. Mr. Andrat, how are you doing tonight? I saw this earlier. Fucker is an ass. He's an ass. He's downright dangerous. This is ridiculous. I mean, as soon as his buddy, it's like, I think he's getting the cops called on him. Let's go. No! Anyway, I'd watch your stream over Steve any day. Oh, well, that's nice. You didn't hear me say that, though. I'm being pleasant. You're welcome to as well if you'd like. No offense to Steve, you know, but I'm me and I think I'm awesome. That's how it goes. Anyways. I do a catch in my lung and now I'm like, when was the last time you were out? Sore throat. See, it's hard to know when you got a lot of cannabis around you. It's hard to know where the cannabis ends and the COVID starts, you know? Anyways, let's bring this baloney. This is not the right window. How did this ever happen? Okay. Well, apparently I gotta fix that now, because it just switched, you know? Because, you know, why would it stay right where I'd already set it up and had it ready to go? Because that would have made too much sense. Well, what the hell? Hell am I clicked on here? More. Here we go. Okay, that's what the fuck? Oh, that's a different menu. You know, I'll tell you. There. Okay. Problem fixed. I don't think this had anything to do with the stream deck. I think it had something to do with me switching screens on something. Anyways, I can already tell I'm boring the shit out of people. Is the chatbot not on in there? Interesting. Here. I'm gonna flop it off and flop it back on again. Gonna refresh the window for the chatbot. That's really weird. I'm surprised the chatbot's not in there like a fat kid on a cupcake, you know? Normally it is. Here, I flopped the chatbot on and off. John Rapp, $2 Australian. For what? I haven't even entertained anybody. I've just stood here in Brainy Beaver Tech Hour. Like usual. I've lost 4 people already. Look at this bullshit. Who's making all that noise? Oh, Brainy. Good day then. Hello. How you doing, John? I appreciate you, John. How are you doing today? Anyways, let's get to the some of the coup de grace here. We got a few things to cover. First of all, one of the things we have to cover real quick is, and this is actually care of, I'll turn this down in case you guys can't hear me. Oh, that is pretty low, actually. Tell me if the music's like a nice background sound or if it's overpowering in any way. Hey, Nikki. Anyways, so care of Camelot331, and I also was directed to this, not personally, just by watching YouTube, from, I don't know if anybody watches Jimquisition. He does gaming stuff. Anyways, this is GameStop and how they don't really care about you as the individual or the employees. And we're just gonna listen to a tiny little snippet of this, and if you wanna hear the rest, you go to his channel. So, let's turn this garbage off. Boom, and we'll start listening to a bit of this.
Continue. Our team, like the GameStop team, because they've always told them the.
He snuck into a call. Well, listen to this. It's
where they're discussing this huge epidemic that's going on.
I don't know how he managed to get in there.
Is extremely
exclusive. He probably explains it somewhere.
Only be seeing this here. This is pretty insane. And let me tell you one thing: the associates that work in these stores, the managers, are so pissed off.
Apparently they have flagged this video. Right there, it says this video got flagged. GameStop is trying to get the video removed. The timestamp said the entire video. If it were an individual, then it would have been a 30-second timestamp, but no, the whole video, meaning that it is GameStop or a GameStop executive. Share this video everywhere before it's gone, everyone. They will not silence their associates and can. So we actually have permission to share this now. So actually, we're not gonna watch the whole thing because it's effing long. So you're still gonna have to go to the channel to watch the expose, if you will, on this. But let's just let GameStop. Let's watch enough of this to let the beautiful people at GameStop bury themselves just enough that if this video disappears, it'll be really hard to shut all of these voices down. It's already been tweeted about multiple times. I mean, this is kind of on fire a little bit right now, and it's good that more people know about it. So if you have somebody that, you know, shops at GameStop, or, you know, maybe this is something good to let them know. If they're still going to GameStop, which I think they finally did close the doors, stop going to GameStop. You're literally walking into a building where everybody's running their fingers along the product, spinning around the room. Pokemon! It's like, that is the last building you want to go into. And the problem is the stupid people are the ones, I mean, you got to go out and get necessities. I get this. But the ones that are out there just rubbing their faces on things, like F0cker here, I don't know if you saw my thumbnail, then, you know, those are the people that are going to be passing it around and having that fun. And yes, this is one of those streams, and I fully expect it to be demonetized, okay? Besides, what the hell else are we talking about in our lives? I haven't left this majestic palace that is my... I mean, the entire house, because my family's stuck halfway across the country. But in reality, I've been living in this spot right here. As of late, I've decided to start doing some things. I got up and cleaned some shit. I started making some progress in life, you know? But for the first little bit, it was a little demoralizing to find out that your family's stuck halfway across the country. You're not going to be probably around for a couple months. So it was like... well then, I guess I got some time to play some video games and whatnot. But I am working on some ideas with some other creators on some collabs, as well as I think I can officially announce to everybody here who is going to be joining me in the next few weeks. I got to check my emails. Actually, this stream I'm going to show you a little chunk of, which I'll jump to now. We'll come right back to this right here. But I'm actually going to jump to this just to show you my upcoming guests, because I literally can show you them saying that they're coming on my show. So, and you know, if that ain't commitment, I don't know what is. Sorry, I was just checking some Discord messages. Oh, I was getting messages to play Quiplash earlier. I don't know where I was. Maybe I could have been whacking off. I have no idea. You guys, I might have been sticky. You don't know what I was up to. That hasn't happened today yet. That'll be later when I'm really tired and just like I'll wrap some cords around my neck and just in my chair. Not really. That's how you die. Nobody's gonna find me here. There wouldn't be any finding me like half choked out in the morning. I'd be alone forever. The only thing I could hope is I left the stream running. Maybe somebody could call the police for me. They don't know where I live though. Damn it, Brainy. This is never gonna work. Hold on. Let me get that clip. Oh my god, I'm a ridiculous person. I realize this. Okay, so
Slappy's here. Birdherd's here. Brady Beaver, I did get your email, Brady.
Pause! I said, fuck. Yes, I swore that loud. I'm sorry if your children are around. I'm working on it. God, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So there you have it. This is, I don't know if you guys know Poisoning the Well at all, but this is the Poisoning the Well live. What's the timestamp right here? 26? I don't want to jump back too far in a big stream. You know how it goes, eh?
You go get my boost tray.
Which these guys are funny shit. Oh yeah, I forgot too. See, I had already had the idea to put a mask on for my stream.
Email, Brandy. I will be responding to it. Obviously, everything's gotten a little crazy, but we will be a guest on Brandy Beaver's show soon. We will, and obviously now we have a little bit of time at home, so I'm sure we'll be able to get something locked up here in the next couple of weeks for your channel. So if you are not subscribed to Brandy Beaver, go over there. Slappy's gonna make sure he, pones Fane on and calls him on his bullshit.
Anyways, where am I going here?
Ooh.
So yeah.
What does that tell
come
you
on,
guys?
come on, button. Come on, button. I pressed you, button. So yeah, so that is Poisoning the Well. And if you don't know who Poisoning the Well is, I'll give you one more little hint, and I'm not going to show off their video because I'm going to ask them if we can maybe show this when they're live with me. But I will give you a little tidbit. If you, they've done, well, they did that Skeptic's Paradise song with Logic back in the day, which is a very popular video on Logic channel. But this is, I'll just show like the first 40 seconds of this, let's say. This is the last video they did. They're going back into production right now. I hope this music doesn't get me. Maybe they have some sort of rights to it. It's good production value.
Head isn't following me anymore? No way. Let me check Greg's page. Oh, this is not happening.
What the fuck?
Like I said, we're just gonna go through like one of these, so because
Hey, buddy.
you'll get the idea.
God, go away!
What is wrong?
I'm upset! Clearly, I've thrown myself onto the bed.
What, okay, what happened?
Probably the worst thing ever.
What?
This music's gonna get me in trouble. You watch.
It happened to me ever.
Well, I mean, fans.
Anyways, they
Word Skeptic unfollowed me on Twitter.
remembering what it was like to be around Armor Skeptic. I don't know why they have Canadian flag things. They're not Canadian, because I don't think they are. There's Canadian themed things every once in a while. It's very confusing to me. But anyways, I can ask them those questions because they're going to come on the channel. But back to the fucking idiots. First, we're going to just look at this really quickly because I just want to get this out there. I want people to see this. I want the message dropped
how
around.
GameStop is handling this whole
So let's look at this because we have permission.
to hear them right now. Ask their boss, what's going on? The head of stores. It's a regional call with everyone on it, including me. But before we get into it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. So without further ado, let's get into it.
He's Camelot 331.
Travel itself. I've asked all AMs, DMs, and Paul to stop all travel for the foreseeable future. So your
Fuck is the cat doing?
field leaders will be in for sure to visit you, but in some cases, you know what, some inventories or visits that were planned, we've canceled them because I need everybody on the ground and staying local. That doesn't mean they won't be reaching out to you with emails and calls, but you know, for what we're going through right now, we have to take, you know, different measures. So that's the position that I took and what I want the field leaders to follow, which I know they will.
So, this is what's happening here. Everybody corporate, like field leaders, which includes district managers, regional leaders, you know, HR, LP, anybody that may be traveling, you know, corporate people, not the people in the stores, they get to stay home. They're not going to be traveling. They're going to be staying home, you know, running through emails and stuff. They're not going to be going to these stores because they don't want to be subjected to infection. Well, what about the damn associates that's in the store? That's fine. It's fine. Who cares if they're infected, right? They're not really a big deal. We don't really care about them. Let's continue.
A lot of information coming through from mall teams, without a doubt, or mall management. There's a lot of stuff through the provincial government, depending where you live, certainly the federal government every day. There's also, unfortunately, there's a lot of rumors, which doesn't help, but that's kind of human nature. That happens, especially with social media. So in terms of communication, I'd ask you to really make sure whatever you hear, you make sure it's from a valid source, provincial, federal government, myself, Paul, right, Janine's team, SSD, you know, there's going to be valid communication comes out. There's going to be just craziness.
Okay. So what he's saying right here, this guy, by the way, is the head of stores. He's over everybody.
I see you, Glober Mom. Glober Mom, freaky, fantastic, and fantabulous. You changed your name too? I don't know what we're talking about. I'm out on the joke. What's going on here? I don't understand. Oh, am I missing something? Eventually your wife would call the cops to check on you. Well, yeah, maybe, when she wasn't getting through. You know, I went like a day and a half or two before she even checked on me. So, I mean, I would probably be bloating by the time she found me. But, you know.
What he's saying.
Wow, but not fat. You know what I mean? Before she got somebody to find me, I'd be a little bit gross.
Listen to anything you hear, okay? Don't listen to none of it. Unless it comes from our team. Like the game.
I'm sure she loves me. I mean, you know, it only took like 2 days to check on me.
GameStop team. Because they've always told them the truth and been upfront with them this whole time about everything else. It's fine. Sounds like.
Why is his name Happy Now Brainy Beaver? That was confusing the fuck out of me. Ha da 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 da. You guys, doesn't it only give you like one change or two changes every so often? I can't remember. You people are honor us. You do.
Legit plan. Let's continue.
I know there's been a lot of questions around hand wipes, sanitizers.
I heard about this. Okay, so this is where they're gonna explain, and he's gonna go cover it too. Is where they're gonna explain that we can't find the stuff for you necessarily, so you're gonna have to find it, even though we can't find it. So good luck. It's pretty blatant.
Mala, who's in charge of supplies at the office, pushing out whatever's left of hand sanitizers to you guys. She's tracking down more to come for next week. As you can appreciate with that, and also Clorox wipes, she's got more coming next week. It's very difficult to get, and she's been working real hard to get more for you guys, supplies-wise.
Shocking, I know, right?
There's going to be more on the way. Same thing with Kleenex, tissue, paper, right, to help you guys out. And if you run into a situation you run out, you have to expense it as a store manager.
Just go buy it yourself.
You certainly can do that, right?
So, we've heard this. This is the allegation that they lied in this press release saying that they're going to provide all their stores for cleaning supplies, hand sanitizers, and whatnot. They never had any intention of doing it. Now they're saying on this call that we're going to try to get it to you next week. So, what about this week?
I'll jump ahead because his video is long, and I don't want to take the whole thing or anything. You can very much go watch it on his channel. So I'm just going to try to jump in because the whole thing's blatantly terrible.
Bluntly here, is there a point in which we're just going to put people...
We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
And we have, and all the leaders are, we understand the angst, we understand the concern.
Doubt it.
And we have spent
Doubt it.
all day having these discussions with store managers. So we hear you loud.
So we're fucking sick of it now. God damn it. That's what she's really saying.
1522. Is there, just to like put it kind of bluntly here,
This is the managers, I believe. This is the portion where the managers are asking management, like executives, some specific questions.
is there a point in which we're just gonna put people over profits and just close the stores? Like, is this something you're discussing actively?
No, you're going to get fired, dude. What are you doing?
There was a post on, sorry, just one more thing.
The fucking executive pushed a button that was the equivalent of like Dr. Evil's slide into the lava just now. It was like, and James is fucking gone after this is done. Like,
When he put up a post on Facebook
that's so
today,
terrible. I mean,
we're still open.
good on him, but
And I don't know if you've read the comments, but there's like 150 comments of people just saying, "You're terrible, close your stores." I'm not
I was
saying that's
there.
what everybody thinks, but it looks like a bad look.
Yeah.
And then along that timeline, we just sort of have to go like, you know what? We just need to shut it down for a couple of weeks and be proactive about this instead of waiting until all of our associates start getting sick.
Wow. He's saying, okay, I'm going to reiterate his question if you didn't hear it. When are we going to start putting people over profits? This is a very bad look for GameStop. It looks absolutely terrible. Everybody's pissed as hell. It seems as though GameStop is totally just worried about one thing, and that's the almighty.
so yeah, there's a lot of that. Let's just see if we get one more scathing little bit here somewhere.
The other thing around, the launch Friday, people can come Saturday if you want to welcome them to do that, or Sunday, the scheduling of the pickup, I think, is
What
a
does
great
that
idea.
change?
We're looking at every option we can, but, you have to know how fluid this is and how much it changes. It's day to day, but we're certainly having discussions every day on it.
Day to day.
Day by day. So his suggestion is, tell somebody that's going to come in Friday to come in Saturday instead. So does the virus take weekends off? So if somebody has the virus Friday, do they not have it Saturday nor Sunday? Again, I know it's really hard for the executives to understand.
Anyways, and actually what's fun is if you do watch Jim Sterling, he does a lovely little bit, he does his typical like Jimquisition style thing on this, and he goes over the timeline a little bit himself, and he kind of explains to you how they've held out, and then of course they managed to get their like what is Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing or whatever out, and then they close the stores because for the safety of the public we're now going to close the stores. Well, the reality is that they've taken advantage of this thing. In fact, at one point here, and I should have saved like a timestamp of where it was, they talk about how much money they're making.
Is come across as fake. right?
Oh.
So if suddenly we haven't been saying anything, and then all you get is the written word, it lacks sincerity or authenticity.
Anyways, they talk about how much money they're up like 250% in sales and stuff because they're the only place still open and people need games. And they were self-designating themselves as an essential service. Well, I just clicked on my editor. That's gonna put some tax on my system until I can shut it off. Give me a second. Let me see here. GameStop letter. I'm sure it's gonna come up when I hit that. Yeah, here we go. Oh no, letter COVID. Oh, that's it. I'm demonetized. Due to the products here, I can get this on the screen here. Okay, let me just, I'm just gonna put it here for a second. Close the window and drag it here. Due to the products we carry that enable and enhance our customers' experience in working from home, we believe GameStop is classified as an essential retailer and therefore is able to remain open during this time. We have received reports of local authorities visiting stores in an attempt to enforce closure despite our classification, their personal classification within their own company. Store managers are approved to provide the document linked below to the law enforcement as needed. And I would think I could probably find that document, but let me actually take a look. Maybe he linked that document. Anyways, this was actually real. Oh, that's the next thing. Don't worry about that. Come on back, girl. Yeah, so fuck GameStop. Unofficially, allegedly fuck GameStop. So yeah, moving forward, let us. Oh, Nathan Thompson.
Here's a quick video. This
don't worry, we're getting to F0cker. We're getting there. I got a whole.
Don't exist. And
I got a whole list of timestamps for F0cker. Okay, this is gonna be terrible. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna really hate him. You're gonna want to punch him right in the teeth. You're gonna want to punch him in the teeth with thick gloves on, and then afterwards you're gonna throw those gloves in the garbage. You're gonna burn the garbage, and then you're gonna pour like 100% isopropyl alcohol over your hands until you can't feel your fingertips anymore. Like the sensation, like at least until the nerves start to tingle. You want to feel the skin sloughing a little bit, just because of how much shit he touches. Hey, Radical, how you doing, buddy? Self-certified. Hey, do you have self-certification, Radical, in your video uploads? Because that comment made me think maybe you do. Because they haven't given me self-certification. They hate me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm all shaved up and beef and stuff. The essential list basically left everyone. Well, that's actually not true. Once they started closing it down more, in some states they've been okay. So Brown, in the states, it's a bit of a mixed bag depending on where you are. Like you've got some states that have done absolutely nothing basically, and I don't know if that's changed as of yet. But as of a few days ago, they had literally done nothing. They had put no restrictions on gatherings. And it's the Virginias. I think I might be getting that right, but maybe I'm wrong. But I think it's the kind of, some of the backwoods kind of states, if you will. And they've been like, I don't know if you saw that news. Yes, we're having church on Sunday. I'm not sure where I saw that. Pastor Greg or something like that. He had a big sign up. He posted on Facebook. Facebook removed his post because it was basically inciting people to break a law, to like commit a crime, because he was telling people to come out on Sunday even though there's a no gather order. And so he has also self-designated as an essential service. So and he was telling how we've still got people living in our shelter, from the hurricane, which I get that. I mean, what do you do? Kick them out? They don't have nowhere to live if they were living them from a hurricane. But maybe you shouldn't let them, you should have some rules. Like, if you're going to be staying here, we got to have some, like, nobody's just going to be going out. But no, to them, it's life as usual. Let's all go out, shop, live hardy. The Lord will protect us. Come to church on Sunday. He'll take care of you. Don't worry. And who is that over there? Oh, Granny, you've been having that cough for about 3 days now, eh? How you feeling? You look like shit. Anyways, go give her a kiss, kids. Go give Granny a kiss. Go on. Go say hi. Go say hi. Go on. Yeah, she likes giving you wet kisses. I know. It's true. Yeah. Come on back, kids. Yeah. I love you too, sweetie. Exactly. It's a real clever. Turn the right TV off. So, we'll just let Nathan Thompson take it away. I can't even remember what he's going to show. Oh, this virologist. This is good. This is really good. Okay, Nathan, start talking, you dummy. So,
my name is Stefan Lanka. Yes, and you are
Here we go.
a virologist. I'm a virologist. Okay, Mr. Lanka, what made you come to the conclusion that there is no such thing as the measles virus after all? Well, mainly two things. I recognized how biology works, how life forms, what mechanisms brought us into being, what makes a disease form, how we can get back to health again, and there is no room in there at all for something like a pathogenic virus. That would be the answer to your question. How I came to this conclusion...
Ooh, I had to filter that. That sounded like shit.
The second part of the answer.
That's the recording, not me.
I am discoverer of the ocean's first megavirus, which did not do anything bad to anyone, and today we know that life emerges from precisely these structures.
No, that's better.
So naturally, with this competency as virus discoverer, I reviewed contemporary medicine's claims, whether these pathogenic viruses exist at all, and I came to the conclusion that that simply isn't so. You recently put out the offer of €100,000 prize money to anyone who can prove you wrong. Why this competition? Well, I want to achieve a reformation in medicine. That is long overdue. Everybody knows that there is something fishy about the SARS epidemic, the bird flu, the swine flu, that there's something wrong about it. And well, I'm simply the first to have the courage to go public with this.
Get out of here, cat.
Now, I do have enough people behind me who support me. This also includes a Nobel Prize winner, of course. But somebody simply has to start talking about it. It's kind of like when humanity discovered that the Earth is round.
Sorry.
That it's
kind of like when we discovered the Earth is round. This crackpot knows what he's talking about, Nathan. Holy shit. Well, anyways, this guy has this bet. A $100,000 bet that viruses don't exist. And apparently, he has lost that bet once. Once he's lost this bet already. So Nathan, you're posting shit from a guy who doesn't know what he's talking about. And that is not shocking to me. I don't think it's shocking to any of us, is it? Does anybody find that shocking? Anyways, measles. Hey, Factard, I see you, buddy. Christopher Shapley, how you doing? Nelsie, I recognize your avatar picture. Real non sequitur. Streamlabs, Streamlabs, one of the best commenters out there. Everybody give Streamlabs a hand around, you know, for being in there on every stream. You know, Streamlabs is always there. Todd L, Robert at. Yes, I'm fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry. Anyways, he has lost to this strapping young man. I mean, how old is that guy? Dr. David Bardens. Man, look at those eyes. You could just get lost in those, couldn't you? Man. Look at the glimmer. They did that on purpose. That's Photoshop. That's not even real. In fact, you know what? Fuck that. Robert Simmons was involved in this. Absolutely. That is CGI. I specifically. Look at how sexy those are. There. I've given all of the Flurf haters all the fuel they need to make fun of me for streams and just let them pump it out. I love it. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing ever. Vlad's gonna be in my comment section going, I fucking knew it. I knew you were a queen. Oh man, he's a character. He thinks everybody around him. Anyways, moving forward, I was about to look up that gentleman's age because this was actually a few years ago that he shredded him on the fact floor, if you will. What did I do with that window? I've got too much high IQ going on, guys. Can you help me with this? There's a lot of high IQ here. Okay, let's see. David Bardens. Dr. David Bardens. Wikipedia. Here we go. Boom. Wikipedia. Let's see. We got born on April 27th, 1984. Oh, go to hell for being such a successful young man. I mean, he's 1 year older than me or so, you know, around that. But he's, you know. Yeah, there's a picture here. You guys can't see it. It's on the right. But I'm not going to drag it over because I don't want you to see me salivating. Or what I'm just joking. Craven's out there going, I love it. I just love it. All of the jokes. That's an inside joke with Craven. Anyways, moving forward. Back to Nathan and his stupidity. Oh, no, you don't even need to hear any more about this. The bottom line is he lost. A court in Germany ruled that the prominent anti-vaccination advocate must pay a doctor $100,000 prize money he had promised to anyone who could prove measles is a virus. Biologist Stefan Lanka made the offer on his website. Blah, blah, blah. This is Stefan Lanka, also known as Asshat Lanka. Allegedly Asshat Lanka. You got to make sure it's allegedly, right? Lanka argued during the Ravensburg District Court hearing that measles was a psychosomatic illness. The loco... Yeah. I willed myself to have it, which I didn't have it. You know what I'm saying. But court spokesperson, listen to this. It sounds like they were just like, you're an idiot. But court spokesperson Matthias Geiser said the judges disagreed after hearing more than 3 hours of arguments and expert testimony. Quote, the court had no doubt about the existence of the measles virus, said in a statement. It was like, get out of here. Anyways, so yeah. We are going to, and he has a report, like this guy here actually has a document, but it's written in this,
Man,
you know, it's
was so expensive.
It's basically like this.
Oh, he would love to hear this tale. Oh, but I only have 15 Fenix on my phone card. Happy Gerbits Day. Oh.
Hey, Radical.
Oh. We don't know what Christmas is.
If I stop. If I Radical buddy, maybe I was thinking of sending it to you, but I might get the language. Like maybe you're Dane, maybe you're not a Dane again. Remember? I always get him screwed up as like a Dane. I'm not Danish, damn it. Danishes are good. Anyways. That's all I thought of when I saw the language. I was like, well, I was like, Radical will be all over this shit. I know, I'm an asshole. Oh, Cece, why? I forgot about you, Cece. Everybody get ready for your daily dosing of bouffant hair. He is furious. He had a dream, you guys. He had a dream. He has never seen oppression like this since the plight of the African Americans in America. Not only does he reference Martin Luther King, I almost forgot his name, I would have felt like a disgrace. Not only does he reference it, but this ass monkey also references it because, you know, the cool thing is to compare you being stuck in lockdown or in like, you know, your duty is to sit on your ass and play video games, and yet you are the oppressed. You are the one that has been told that your rights have been stolen from you. He even makes us sit at the front of the bus reference, the dummy. So, yeah, we're going to get to that. I have an itchy eye, but I'm afraid to touch it. Like the COVID will just infect me from it. Ah! I can feel a virus getting inside my soul! Why? Anyways. Yeah, I've been alone for a while. It's gonna get zany around here. Just get ready. I've got nobody around. And if you watch my gaming channel, I played a virtual reality and it recorded. I think Nikki Daly was there. And then when I turn off the stream, something really odd happened where it fired up a new stream. And so all you got was like 6 seconds of me like clicking a couple buttons, and it didn't save the other stream. So I was a little annoyed because I finally got it to work. I was like, woo, record some virtual reality. Alex is out, which looked really incredible, and I'm so broke. I just don't have the money, which is not a plea for you to super chat. This is just a reality, because that game is like $80 Canadian, which is ridiculous. I will wait for that thing to come on sale. That is absurd amount of money for a game, and I get that it's a virtual reality, it's a high-tech game in its time, but I just not gonna pay them that much money. So there's that. But anyways, back to CC.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris. from New York, Westchester County.
I know.
March 20.
Robert, I know. But you know what? This shirt has not even left this house. I mean, I haven't really left this house. I went to the bees the other day. Hey, my bees are still alive. At least 5 out of 11 that were alive. Like 5 out of 11 were alive a month or two or so ago, and 5 out of 5 are alive from a month or so ago. So that's good. I think that at this point it's warm enough now that as long as I keep feeding them, they will survive. So like, we should be okay. And now I've got 5 hives. I can just split the shit out of them, and you know I can make them into as many hives as I want. Really, just knowing what I'm doing. Yeah.
2020.
Oh, Half-Life 3 confirmed. So they got Alex out. They got everybody all pissed off. That's it. They made a Half-Life game. They haven't made a Half-Life game in like 20 years. F those assholes for making a virtual reality. I don't have a virtual, which don't get me wrong, I agree, because I would have been pissed if that was like my favorite game. But I suddenly have a virtual reality, so all I have is a lack of money to like, because I bought the virtual reality, so now I just can't afford to put games on it. I got the cheap ones, the ones that are on sale, and the odd free one, and like a Humble Bundle where it was like, we recommend you pay $40 for this. I'm like, I'm broke, so I'm gonna give you 10. And it went to charity, and you know, I also owned a couple games in the package, so I don't see why I should have to pay the maker of the game twice. They've made money already. So actually, the neat thing about Humble Bundle, which I'm not a sponsor, but the neat thing about Humble Bundle is not only can you get some pretty cheap games, and they give you Steam keys typically, which you just go to Steam and download on Steam, which is ideal, let's face it. But you can actually drag that bar to the point where you give nothing to a certain game maker. So like if you do own a game that's in a bundle, you could actually drag it down and give no money to this game maker or this game maker because you own those 2 games and you've already purchased it. So what I did is I made sure I gave, you know, a lower amount of money because that's all I could afford, but I didn't give any money to those 2 games, and I gave all the charity money. I made sure the charity money it did divvy out. It divvied out to it divvied out to charities, but then the money that I was paying for the games went to the games that I needed that I didn't. I'm not talking right anymore. So let's just move forward.
I have a dream that one day I will be able to patron my restaurant, sit down with a buddy and have a drink. I have a dream.
I used to play Rust all the time back in the day. I mean, don't get me wrong, Rust is a fun game. I really have an aversion to spending my day making things that some asshat comes in and destroys at the end of my day while I'm sleeping. So I used to play a lot of Rust, and honestly, those people can go to hell now. Like not the people that enjoy Rust, just the people that fuck up people's progress, which is, let's face it, that's what Rust is about. So, I mean, you end up doing it yourself. I don't know. It feels like a lot of hate. It's the reason why I don't play Escape from Tarkov, because I'm a bit of a hoarder in real life. Not like an actual like diagnosed hoarder, but like I don't like throwing shit away. I'm a mechanic, like a refrigeration mechanic. Like it's like, a tube. It's like I gotta keep that. It's like, why? It's like one day I will need a tube, and I will have this tube. And so like, if I was playing Escape from Tarkov, I swear to God, I would just be the brokest guy always. I'd be in there in the shittiest armor, the shittiest gun. I'd be in there just like trying to kill somebody with just this crappy pistol or something like that. It'd be like, man, you have really nice guns. Why don't you bring them in there? It's like, that gun is worth $500,000, sir. You expect me just to take that in there and lose it? Like, that's my problem. I would never use the fancy stuff. So like the fancy stuff just gets put away. And that's not the point of Tarkov. It honestly, and the stress involved. The nice thing about Warzone, you start a new round, everybody starts on the same footing. You don't have an advantage over anybody else based on the previous round. Everybody starts from scratch again. Well, other than kits and stuff, but that's a little different. Interesting. There was like a dropout on... Wow, it dropped out to 0 viewers for a minute there, but it was like 10 seconds. Or a couple minutes. I don't know what happened. I wonder, did I drop out at some point? Is that what happened? I don't know. Either way, moving forward. Tech Hour's done.
Be able to go on the buses, the public transportations, and be able to sit wherever they want. I have a dream.
He has a dream!
That one day I'll be able to freely walk into my supermarket and purchase whatever I would like and not be quarantined into one area. I have a dream.
He has a dream!
Freely down a sidewalk and shake hands with my neighbor and say hello. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. How's your wife? I have a dream that I could be able to freely walk around in a public place without everybody standing away more than 6 feet of radius. I have a dream.
He has a dream.
Everybody will be able to come together at once and hug each other. I have a dream. That will.
These people are very oppressed. Did you know that CC knows the plight of the African American in America? Well, I guess that's the point of African American. Trying to find their freedom, establishing their position in the world, fighting against tyranny and slavery. CC knows that pain, you guys. CC knows. He had a dream. His dream was to eat deli at his Italian deli with Italians. That's really smart right now. No offense to Italians. I'm sure you're all very much fine if you're not out of Italy. But if you're fresh out of Italy, get the fuck down. This person's covered in it.
Virus. I also have one other dream. That one day these zombies will wake up.
Okay, good to see. Good to see for no reason. It's probably just a glitch on the analytics side here. It shows like a straight drop off and then it comes back in my viewers, so.
That the earth is flat, that they're not moving, that the stars do not exist. They're nothing but a light show up there. I have a dream. So how's everybody doing? Everybody nutso yet? Sitting in your house for, what, 3 days now?
But he can't make it 3 or 4 days? like it sucks. I get it. But it's been 3 days. Like, you can't entertain yourself for 3 days. Oh, of course. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? He's in there with his wife. She's like, you fucking idiot. You son of a bitch. I think you're so stupid. He's like, I just have to get out of here. Fuck the quarantine. Oh my god, because that's right. If you haven't seen, she calls him an idiot. I don't know why they're together. She doesn't seem to be very happy with him. I don't know, it's odd.
4 days? It's crazy here in Westchester County. We are the epicenter of the coronavirus. Ground zero.
No. It's not the. Listen, Andrew Kroll. It's not the zombie Jesus apocalypse. Okay. It's known as the Boomer Plague. Okay. We're all gonna call it the Boomer Plague now. I'm joking. I heard one of the guys, was it Fat Pat or whatever, there from Poisoning the Well. He called it the Boomer Plague in that stream at some point. It made me laugh so hard. Which, I mean, you know, obviously humor's all we got sometimes, so never think that I'm making light of it. It's serious, but, you know, hey, we gotta laugh. You know, we're stuck at home. That's all we got. This guy is stuck at home. He hates it.
We are. The governor, the mayor, has instructed everybody to stay 6 feet of distance with them. We can't get it on an elevator.
Nikki Daly's got the right idea. She has a dream that CC will shut the hell up and wake up. I actually have a dream, Nikki, that he'll go lick some doorknobs and then sanitize them after for us. Like, that's the thing. It's not a big deal if he licks the doorknobs as long as he brings a few Lysol wipes from home and he wipes them down. Just really good, you know, like, you know, I've told a few flurfers that. I said, listen, if you're confident, just grab some cleaning product, run out to your local grocer, start licking some doorknobs, and just wipe them down. Germs don't exist. Viruses aren't real. Just go ahead. Give it a shot. I haven't seen one take me up on the offer. I'm starting to wonder if they really believe in themselves.
Elevators are restricted in my building to one person.
That's pretty...
That's it.
That's... I'll be honest with you. You can take the elevator, unless I have to, or it's like a god-awful big building. I might not get in that elevator.
And I can understand that. I mean,
this guy lives in like New Jersey or something, doesn't he? Or New York somewhere? He's surrounded by people.
We do have a lot of elderly people that live in the building that if they were to get the flu, and you know, that's all this is a higher form of the flu.
Don't listen to his dumbass. That's not true. It's a pneumonia, which is not a flu.
They wouldn't probably make...
I mean, it's a cold, but it's basically a pneumonia.
or they'd suffer some serious ailment. So I could understand that. But when I'm walking down a sidewalk and I have people moving away from me more than 6 feet or looking down, they don't even look up anymore.
No, they don't look up at you because you were. No, Cece, they know you. They've seen you in the park. You've talked to them probably. Look at these drones. They don't even look up anymore. And it's like, fuck, here comes that guy again. Walk by, fucking bumping into shit. Oh, sorry. There's a bunch of people walking different directions, covering their face because this bouffant hair motherfucker just sitting on the park bench. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Viruses are hoaxes. Hoaxy viruses. Look at my hair.
I mean,
I don't know if you guys noticed on Fight the Flat Earth's presentation to Team Skeptic, but did those birds sound familiar? Bendy dozel. Earth is flat. Bendy dozel. Level.
Zombies here in Westchester County.
That was me. That was me.
Beyond trained. Face masks galore. I got some news for you. Face masks aren't going to help you. It just makes you look like a fool. A fool. If this virus was contagious as they say it is, nobody in any hospital would be safe at all. Everybody would be sick. Everybody would be sick. It would go like wild.
If you've come in more recently, by the way, we are gonna, I just want to, this is not the one. The coup de grace is going to be Flat Earth F0cker, okay? And you guys aren't gonna believe it. Like, you're not gonna believe it. Just that's a hospital, and that's a paramedic. There's nurses along here, and I've timestamped these conversations, so we're gonna pop through the basically criminal activity as far as I'm concerned. This is, as far as I'm concerned, in fact, I will be probably contacting the police in the area. I was trying to find an email. I wanted to not have to phone them, but I might phone them tomorrow during business hours and talk to them about this and see if there's an email I can send this link to. Because they impersonate people, they are trying to get themselves into hospitals, and frankly, they're going hospital to hospital, and they're a detriment to our society. And they need to be stopped from what they're doing because they are just literally spreading this disease as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, so just don't take off. We are gonna get to him very quickly because I mean, really, some of this is kind of garbage in here, and really, it's really quick stuff. So.
Fire. People would be dying. Body bags would be lined up on the sidewalk.
Well, sir, I'm going to tell you right now, sir, if you go ask Spain how that's working out for them, they're using an arena right now to put the bodies on. Because, you know, nice cold rink surface. You take the thousands of bodies over to the rink. You place the body bag on the rink. The ice pulls the heat out of the bodies. Use the refrigeration from the ice rink to cool the bodies down. Where are you going to put all the bodies? There's not a refrigerator around that's going to fit that many bodies. So Cece, there are bodies laying around in some countries. You live in America. You're a little late to the party right now. But don't worry, it's coming. I mean, that's a shitty thing for me to say like that, but I mean, it's just going to blow his mind is what's going to probably happen. I mean, things might change, but the current trajectory is not good.
If this was contagious as they said it is, it's bullshit.
Can CC really be this fucking stupid? He's got to be doing it for the views, right? No, he's this dumb. I mean, his wife called him an idiot. Well, I mean, you're right. Maybe that's for the views, but I mean, who posts that? She fucking idiot. She says as she walks by him. Here, I'll just press upload on this. Why? What? That's when you just scrap it. It's done. Or you end the thing and you delete it immediately before it processes because it's your wife telling you to fuck off. Oh my God.
They're up to something. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I know they're up to something. I know they're doing something.
I wonder how many of these... Wait, sorry, what was it? Nick Daly, you're lucky I'm old enough to be his dad. Who are you talking about there, Factard? You're almost... Oh, my dad. You're almost old enough to be my dad. I think you are.
They want us in there. They want us to lose our jobs, basically. They want businesses to be buried.
I want to address this claim of they want the economy to collapse and stuff. how does that make sense? These people make their money off you going to work and you going to stores and you spending all that money and those mad ducats. The government doesn't make money if you don't spend money. They don't make money if you don't make money. They just don't make money. So unless you have, like, they think that we're about to try to switch them to a new world order, like a single world currency. The first step one, decimate the world economy. It's like, you know, like if it gets that bad, I don't think currency is going to be the issue. I think it's going to be finding a chicken to eat. I just don't think that they're thinking on all levels. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, America's got some troubles coming. I mean, they're going up. Oh, they're going up right now, boy. The latest number is over 60,000 now. I think it's 64. So I mean, it's going up an order of 12,000 a day right now in infected, and that's just the ones that they know, right? So. You're old enough to be my mother? Fair enough. I'm only in my low 30s, so you know that's not hard for a lot of people. I mean, I'm not. It gets a little bit, you know, you start getting a little thinner as I'll get older, I guess, right? That's the reality of life, I guess, right? We all got to come to terms. But yeah, so
you know. Meanwhile, Trump decides to pass this bill that he's going to help everybody and give him $1,000. Well, that's great. But guess what Pelosi did? That Nancy Pelosi, she gets on her fucking jet, goes down to Washington and starts signing all these bills, so she's going to squash the bill. So blame it on Pelosi if you don't get your check, because I know.
Yeah. Except, see, like this is, I'm not getting political. Fuck that. I'm out of here.
She goes out on there, but I mean, she hasn't been outdoors.
Oh, here we go.
Days. I can't stand it. I have to go out. I am working, but not like I should be. Sporadically here and 10.
Where is it? He says this is the secret. We're gonna find. Okay, listen. The actual reason why he's mad is right here, and I found it. Okay, so it's here. Come, just hold on.
Whatever you want. They're not quarantining any of the liquor stores. Well, why not? Oh, it's only a few people.
They haven't here either. Cannabis and liquor stores are open. It's funny.
Really?
It's like, hold on. We gotta get that last tax dollar.
Last time I passed by the liquor store, there were like 25 people in there boozing it up. Unbelievable.
Where is it, CC? Where is the reason? I know what he says. I'm just trying to find it here.
I am sorry, but you are a zombie if you believe that this is real. Okay? This is a Twilight Zone episode that it doesn't seem like it's going to go away anytime soon. They can say whatever they want now. Lock yourself up, deli, and get a cup of coffee.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
I have a dream. I once want to be able to go to my deli and get a cup of coffee and sit down and say, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" We all have a dream.
Wait for it.
I'm not allowed to go into a deli anymore. That's what my family said.
Ah!
They've gotten them to be zombies too, but they know better.
This is the entire rant. Guaranteed. This is the whole reason. He's pissed. He had other streams where he talked about his deli. I go into my deli, I say, "Hey man, how you doing?" He says, Cici, my friend, thank you for coming in and being my patron, Cici. You know, and he so meanwhile, I mean, all these Italian people, do you own a phone? Do you own a telephone? Call a relative. Ask them how it is in Italy. Just ask them. Say, "Hey, is it all fancy and awesome over there?" Be like, "Fuck, my cousin's all fucked up in the hospital." You'll figure it out real quick. I don't understand. These are Italian people that are like, nah, shit's okay. Anyways, so this is the secret. This is the real reason.
This is nothing but bullshit. I'm sorry to say we do have a family member affected by this, but she's been in and out of a hospital for the last 8 years.
I knew that was coming, but...
Not in good shape to begin with anyway. All right, and I feel really...
He's checking her off, guys! Man, we got somebody in the family who's... This is a big hoax, but, you know, some bitch has actually got it, you know. She's sick. Just say goodbye, you know. We'll go unplug her tomorrow.
Really bad for her. I'm not related to her, but you know, Look, I don't know what to tell you. This is a...
It's the way he stops, like, asterisk.
I'm sorry to say we do have a family member affected by this, but she's been in and out of a hospital. To be honest with you, it'll be a blessing to the system when she's gone. God bless her. God bless her little heart for trying to have a life, for trying to live, you know? But, you know, it's time that the Grim Reaper just came and plucked her from society because I can't go to the fucking deli. God fucking damn it. God, I was almost going to throw this really hard, but it probably was swung around and hit my monitor. That would have been terrible. You'd have seen me get very upset. I don't have a lot of money, or any, even, possibly. But, you know, for the last
I had some woman I was arguing with on the phone about a hot water tank change, and she clearly thinks that I'm making it rich trying to sell her hot water tank, because I'll just tell you how the story went. Basically, you know, I got the call a couple days ago. I talked with her on the phone. I figured out through pictures and stuff that her tank is probably screwed. So in the process of quoting a tank and all that stuff, you know, it's like it was like I said $850 because it's like electric at $850, and then it turned into, like, you know, once I saw another picture, I'm like, well, that's a gas tank, so, you know, it'd be more like $1,000. And it's like, you know, all of a sudden it's like, well, you said $850. I'm like, you also said it was electric tank, so you know, like, there's extra costs with gas tanks, permits and things. Anyways, it turned into, like, she, like, wanted to buy the tank herself, but still wants me to warranty the tank, which I'm like, I don't know who would do that. I'll warranty my work, but not the tank and everything. And then she didn't want to pay me $400 for that. She wanted me to pay me $200. I'm like, there's $100 of material and $100 of permit. And then, so then I'm like, I'm making $0 after I put gas in my vehicle. In fact, if anything, I'm just buying you a tank and installing it for you for, like, you know, $30. I'm paying 30 or $40 to give you a hot water tank. It's just like, you've got my pricing. Have a good day. You know, see you later. I can't, because, you know, what am I supposed to do? Go and make, like, you know, well, I mean, like, at that price, I would have actually been giving her money. I would have been handing her money to put her tank. Thank you for the privilege of installing your tank, ma'am. I really appreciate you calling me.
8 years, okay? She's not in good shape to begin with.
Anyways, fuck this asshole.
Days.
One more fun thing before we get to Fokker. This is awesome if you have not seen it.
Is that the nasal passages and the nasal membranes are the coolest part of the body. That's why the virus tends to go there until it then becomes healthy enough to go into the lungs. This sounds really goofy, and it did to me too, but it works. Once the temperature reaches 136 degrees Fahrenheit, the virus falls apart and just disintegrates, okay? And I said, well, how would you get the temperature up to 132 degrees? The answer was you use a blow dryer because it's capable of doing that. So you hold a blow dryer in front of your face and you inhale the viruses in your nose. So that sounds like a really simplified way of doing things, but sometimes the cures for some of these diseases are very simple.
Who put music on this? Fuck this. Don't put music on it. That's oh my god.
Medical field that reaches 100.
Where is it? There it is right there. Look at
all the viruses in your nose.
Okay.
Your nose, and it
there's the hands.
Viruses in your nose.
Isn't it? Okay.
So I would just caution residents to, you know, if there's lots of misinformation out there. We're hearing and learning a lot on social media, and there's just a lot of misinformation on how to cure this disease. And
are they having a fucking rock concert next door? What is happening in that building?
You know, I personally would just leave that to your medical provider. I've heard so much, you know, just sad information about, you know, how to cure this.
Maybe this is the person recording it. I don't know. Robert Williams donated $4.99 through Super Chat. I have seen collections of cogs and gears that are smarter than CC. That's, I mean, you know, if you set those cogs and gears up right, it's a magical machine. I could believe it. The first computers were mechanical with cogs and gears. So you know what? I would argue that you are 100% on that comment, Robert. And thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. In these times where only few of us have jobs, like my wife's mom is laid off for like the next 3 months. I was surprised my phone rang for that call, which turned into not getting a call. You know, stuff like that. So stuff like that with a nice slur in my voice. Anyways, so now let's get to the coup. The coup de grace, the wonder of wonders. I have this whole page of timestamp points, and we're going to go through them. We're going to go through the funny here, okay? Well, kind of, I know I'm touching my nose. I haven't left the house in days, seriously. Like, so, at that point, I don't know what else I could do. Like, I literally have not left this building. Yes, doesn't this idiot know that 146 degrees air is going to roast your own nasal passage? Actually, you want to hear what's good about that? You actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to say that, and you hit it for me. You actually can't get most hair dryers. Most domestic hair dryers do not go to 146 degrees or whatever the temperature was. You'd need a heat gun for that, at which point, like, good luck to you, sir. In a sad note, $2 from Stringer News. Oh, I'm ahead of the yell. Is CC the mechanical Turk of Flat Earth? The mechanical Turk of... Jesus. Thank you very much, Stringer News, for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. I don't have that American emoji thing yet. God damn, Beaver, you've been slacking. I've also lost my train of thought. But thank you very much for the donation. I'm all over the place mentally.
I was gonna visit too.
Okay, so let's see here.
Better get the music off before. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, so we're gonna just jump right to it. We're gonna jump to the point where a kid gets in his vehicle that has no idea he's getting into the worst place imaginable.
Canada to get a free coffee.
They're hiring where you work?
Crazy. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I am building a business. As soon as I get, like, that's the only problem. I can't, I have to be available for calls, Factard. I won't have a job very long when I don't show up to work. That's all I'm saying.
7. And I already used 2 of these.
I mean, I was supposed to have calls. This whole thing is fucked up business for the next few months, I imagine.
Since the coffee prices.
What do you do? He talks about how his business is probably going to get shut down. He was obviously probably running right on the edge margin-wise because he owns a business. And, you know, obviously this is going to kill him, I guess is what he says. Look it up, Brainy Beaver. Look it up. Oh, you're going to make me look shit up? Okay, what is this? Mechanical Turk. Okay, I'm looking up Mechanical Turk because he paid for it. That's why. That's why. Here, hold on. Like flat. Here, just.
But I get the large one, so it's you got to put in like 30-40 cents depending on the location. Some locations are 30 cents, some locations are... Let me try to flats back these guys. What's going on?
How do I order food? Also, I just don't get food.
Hey, jump in, bro! You got money? Jump in! For real, bro! You can't starve.
What the fuck was that noise? I never heard that before. What the? That has to be bottles, right? Like, I mean, maybe he loves his Clearly Canadian. You know, it's a sweet beverage. No, it's not alcohol.
Some
But
locations are 30 cents, some locations are... Let me try to flats back these guys.
Sorry, I had to hear that again.
What's going on?
How do I order food? Also, I just don't get food.
Oh, he's trying to walk through the drive-thru. So they're not open inside. You have to go through the drive-thru. That's what you just heard. Swear to God, that's what we just heard.
Hey, jump in, bro. You got money? Jump in. For real, bro. You can't starve. For real? Yeah, man.
There's the bottles again.
You gotta help people out. You're not worried about the coronavirus, obviously.
No, I'm I got hand sanitizer.
Is it you talking about the Turk, the 18th century fake chess playing machine? And there's also Amazon Mechanical Turk, an online crowdsourcing marketplace platform. I didn't know about that.
Not on daily. Oh, thank you so much.
So what does it say now? No skateboards and... Okay, on one order, a large coffee, half decaf, 2 cream, 1 sugar.
So listen to the conversation.
A sausage McGriddle with no egg.
And then a sausage, on another order, sausage McGriddle.
With no egg.
No egg. You don't like egg?
Not on the McGriddles.
They don't have McGriddles.
Oh god damn it! It's such a long stream. I have to be careful. If I jump up too much, we'll miss everything.
What's going on?
I think when he got in, he said, "I have hand sanitizer." Anyways, that's all I had that part for. He asked him about Flat Earth, so we're just gonna jump into it. But we gotta get to hospitals and impersonations here. We're gonna get to hospitals and impersonations. Where the hell?
Coronavirus? Do you know anybody that's died? Do you know anybody that's died? It's all over the news. What if the news is lying? Do you know anybody personally that has it?
Oh,
Neither do I, and I haven't met one person that does. The media's lying. I've been to 2 hospitals. I'm going to 2 more. They're dead. There's nobody in them. They're like.
Sorry, I had that messed up from the previous video still.
Believe me, go down to Royal Columbian. I was there yesterday. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm going down to some more hospitals today. Don't buy the fear.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, bro.
Let me check that out.
I'm live right now. You want to be on YouTube?
Oh, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Oh, what's up?
Oh!
Walker kid.
Yeah! I usually don't advertise my channel. I don't know if I believe you. Okay, so then the kid leaves, NPC scripts. Oh, this is crazy. Listen to this.
The home hardware here? I never knew that. Wonder if it's a Mandela effect. Only driven by here about 5,000 times.
Hold on, I gotta go 1 more minute.
There's zero ability to self-reflect. I always have to question if I'm running scripts. I think that what makes a difference between a real person and an NPC and whatever script they're running is self-reflection. I don't think an NPC has any ability in my experience. An NPC has zero ability to self-reflect and is kind of ran a yellow. But now they put these speed, not just red light cameras, but they got speed on.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that.
Or red.
Yeah, so he's talking about how I don't know, I guess he believes that individuals are NPCs. Like some people are literally like non-player. NPC, for people who are not gamers out there, is a non-player character. There might be other abbreviations that are similar, but generally speaking, it's like you're not a real person. You're a computer player. So he's basically saying that like some of these people are like fake people, I guess. So that's pretty on the edge there, F0cker. So you're one of these like alternate reality or like we're in a computer program believers or something.
So there's speed and
you are inside, not around anyone. As long as you wash your hands frequently, you will be fine. Yeah, I know that. I'm in my house and I've been I visited my bees. They have bee diseases. We're good.
Red light.
Unless
at the same cameras. Talk about taking away our rights. Hurt anybody? Didn't harm anybody. No victim. You get a letter.
Oh, 16, 18. This is funny. This made me. We're gonna get to the good shit. It's coming, but let's get through this fluff first. This made me laugh. It made me an idea for a skit. There you are.
Laboratories and put it and check.
Here, vaccinations.
Yeah, so I was made a comment like, if they're gonna do forced vaccinations, I wonder if there'll be some doctors that you can pay off, kind of like a black market, where they
I'm way up in the
sign
chat.
off that you got the vaccine, and they just give you the vaccine, and we can go check it, go throw it in the garbage, go burn it.
I live in the South. Those are bottles you heard. Well, I heard bottles. I knew that, but he doesn't have to have beer bottles necessarily in his vehicle. He could have a really crazy addiction to like Jones Soda or something. It's a meaty cough, not a dry cough. I'm okay. Did F0cker just say he's an NPC? He said he has to wonder sometimes if he's an NPC. Yeah, able chuckle, no self-reflection. So he's admitting he can't self-reflect. I agree, it's ridiculous. He's just saying shit. I mean, typical flat earther, right?
Go smack
In just a minute, I'm gonna have to go get my dog, but it'll take like all of like 3 seconds. It's just upstairs and out the door, but we'll just continue for a little longer.
And/or take it to our own laboratories and put it and
Talking about vaccinations right now.
check the ingredients.
Take it to your own laboratories. I immediately pictured Sleepy with a big thing of fucking salt, going like, just pouring salt into it, and then like, what does it mean? He doesn't. This number came up like this. I'm not entirely sure what that number means, but it's a number. And there you go, number. Congratulations. Butcher coat.
Just some smarty pants, like, you know, people in this field, or most of the people in this field, I don't think are too.
Oh yeah, no, the idea of Sleepy, like, just all of a sudden it goes to their laboratory, and in the background you got Sleepy, like, just pouring salt in something, and you'll have, like, Ranty in the front with his P1000 looking through it going, look, it looks flat! It's like their laboratory is full of a bunch of idiots. Just, you got fucking Vlad back there going, something's fucking wrong with that laser!
Don't have critical thinking, right? They're able to do their task or their specific job or chore or specialty, and that's about it. So anybody that's even willing to do that, why would they put poison in vaccines? Why would the government, why would scientists put like poison in the vaccine? You know how many people are involved? My friend works in cancer research. My friend works in...
Yeah, then that's the answer, though. How many people are involved? Listen, if the president of America can't keep a BJ secret, you're gonna have a hard time keeping something this over-encompassing secret. It just doesn't work like that. There's just too many people. I mean, you get crackpots that invent things and make shit up, and you know, so like, you're not gonna get all these millions of people that and have nobody in the, oh, they murder them, they suppress them. Sure they do, and that stopped them from, like, it just moving forward.
In this research. Yeah, okay.
Okay, but let's get to the fucking shit here.
Your friend just happens to be a moronic.
26, here we go.
I think Brian from Dayton, Ohio. I think that's who was on the phone. Flat, bro. Flat.
So here he is, visiting a hospital now. I'm gonna get the dog while you watch this little chunk right here. But this is him going to a hospital. He's gonna go to multiple hospitals. Multiple hospitals. Including, I think, like a hospice, he said at some point. That's really dumb. That's really dumb. You're gonna kill somebody. But doesn't care. So yeah, let's watch him visit the first hospital on his list.
Are they not letting people in? There's this old couple over there standing at the door. I won't let them in. You plug this in. What's going on? Let's flip the camera around. Is the hospital closed? Oh yeah, I gotta walk around here. You can just walk up the stairs.
Yeah, they've closed this fucking thing now.
Yeah, what are you guys coming in for?
Parents.
Oh, to visit?
Yeah.
I thought that the hospitals aren't allowing visitors.
Well, he's up in these last days. They've let us in. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of stories that they're not letting people come visit.
I know. You hear something.
Well, when somebody's dying, what are you gonna do?
What do you mean?
My dad's dying.
Yeah, I talked to another friend. They let only like the sisters come, but none of the other family could come.
Yeah,
the nieces.
they're getting picky or not.
I mean, that's really unfortunate. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. But, you know, he says, oh, they're blowing it out of proportion. Well, you know, I mean, you bring the wrong thing into your dad, you're just going to make it a swifter death. So, which, I mean, I go, maybe that's a blessing in some cases. But anyway, so he doesn't, let's get to where he actually goes in. Let's get past these people because they're just like him.
What is it here? Like $5 an hour or 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're in there like 3-4 hours, right?
Well, yeah, you can buy it all day. This parking lot here for $11.75.
Oh, okay. Still, it adds up when nobody's working.
Yeah.
It's hard times.
Let's go shopping.
Yeah,
Hopefully I don't get the wrong. You gotta go to the street?
yeah, you can't get through here.
Oh, the stairs don't go up. Okay.
I did this yesterday.
All right, well, I'm gonna quickly go take a
Yeah,
gander
you
inside.
can walk faster, so go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, keep the conversation.
Boring. Come on. I thought he got there quicker. Where is it? Let's go.
These people are standing around.
Because they start lying to them over here.
I'm just asking you to listen to me. We're in a pandemic.
Oh, this woman is awesome. She ain't putting up with his shit at all. This is great, you guys. Honestly, although she kind of talked to the next person like that too. But these people are stressed out. Like, they don't need... They're sick of people like this asshat coming in and wasting their time. Go the fuck out of here. What are you doing? People coming in saying, I just want to be tested. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. It's like, okay, go home. You're in the worst place possible. Why did you come here? Just person coming behind them goes like, excuse me, as they walk past them. It's like, awesome. Now we're all infected. So he walks in here and this woman doesn't put up with his shit at all. Not to mention, I want you to watch how much he doesn't believe in it. So for him, it doesn't matter. But I want you to see how much he's fussing with the piece of his nose, the section of his, lifting it. He's just, his fingers are all up in his nose section, so he's fucked anyways. And the only reason he put that on is so he's trying to get into the hospital. He's trying to get into all these hospitals. And what you're gonna see is that nobody's going into these fucking hospitals. I'm glad to see the level of seriousness these hospitals are taking with it. I'm eating a granola bar as we watch this video.
These people are standing around.
I've seen dog cameras with better stability. I agree. This is terrible. I think he's trying to walk with it like he's not filming, is what I think's happened here. I think that's why it's down there. See? Because he's not walking around like he's an auditor. Here we go.
Maybe.
Okay?
Is it busy in here?
You have to come talk to me. You can't go in there. Yeah.
I'm just seeing how busy it is.
You don't get to go in through the door, unfortunately. You have to come talk to me.
What?
I'm here to control the entry to the hospital.
Oh.
What would you like to
Why are
come
you
in
so
for?
angry?
I'm not angry. I'm just asking you to listen to me. We're in a pandemic.
Oh, are we?
You're in there wandering around.
There's a pandemic going on?
Yeah, are you not aware?
I heard of this word pandemic.
Very good. Do you need to see a doctor?
Very good.
Yeah, but where's
Oh my God, I love this woman. Some of these people that he's talked to, like the woman on the beach that he got the one time, and like he gets the sassiest bitches, and I mean that with respect, that word, the B word. But he gets, oh my God, they pwn him. It's like, aw, sweet child, and then they walk away from him and stuff. He just,
Doctor today.
I could. Will they talk to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you need to see a doctor for?
I'm looking for the pandemic.
So, do you need to see a doctor, or can I help the next people?
Oh, you can help these
It's
guys.
not time for joking.
Oh,
Do you need to see a doctor?
you think it's a joke that we're being locked down?
Well, you're asking me. You're playing games with me. I'm trying to help you.
get
into
the
hospital or
fuck out of the emergency room.
Well, not right now. Help.
You
this guy.
are
I'll talk to you when
wasting
you-
my taxpayer money, fucker. I help support that damn hospital through my federal taxes, and get the hell out of there and leave that woman alone.
You have to go wait outside.
When
again,
you've calmed
okay?
down a little bit. Go ahead, guys. Whoa. She's fucking triggered. What the?
Yeah. She's watching people die, and she's having people get sick around her, and not to mention there's been 55 healthcare workers in BC that have been infected by this. So you know, a lot of them are from old age care homes before they knew there was infections occurring in them. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, this is a stressful event. there are young people that die, you know, and the more exposed you are to it, like asshats like you walking in after you've gone through every hospital in the city, you know, you're the kind of person that's going to expose her. So when she doesn't take your shit, that's good. Good for her. In fact, later, you're going to hear a nurse say, get that person the fuck out of here. It's fantastic. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah. No, get that asshole out of here. That's what she says. It's right here. I got the timestamp. Don't worry. We're going to get there. So, like, he's like, hey, we gotta go. He's like, I don't want to get arrested today, he says to his buddy. He picks up a friend here. Where are we? Let's see. 20, 34, okay.
She sounds terrified. Oh, my God.
Okay, so he ponders around.
Well, I went to Royal Columbian in Surrey, and they wouldn't test me.
Yeah, I guess so.
They
Hobo?
gave me two Tylenol and told me to go home.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Same thing.
Should I go do the test? Yeah, go ahead.
So he goes and lies about having symptoms now, trying to get a swab test, which these are not pleasant, F0cker. You actually don't want to have to do a swab test. It really sucks. The current test is they stick a thing up your nose and they stick it way up that bitch until it gets all the way to the back. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's that crazy. Ask Skeptic about it. Lights... It lit his kid's face right up. It was all watered right up from the tearing up and everything, because they've been tested at this point, or at least his son, I believe, has been. I didn't think that was private information. I'm pretty sure that was out there on Quiplash. So I don't think I'm outing information that isn't out there. But yeah, so just try it out, F0cker. You'll love it.
No, you go ahead.
They're not gonna do it though.
Just tell them you're visiting. You guys are gonna go in.
Here. He engages with this woman again.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it.
Home. But yesterday I had a sore throat. Like I woke up and then I was lying in bed again. I was wearing my hoodie and a blanket over me, and I had like the sweats, and my head was all warm and my body was aching. But they said they didn't have enough supplies. I went across the street and they said they didn't have enough supplies.
We probably won't test you here either. We're the same health authority. The answer's not going to be any different.
Oh, okay.
Do you work here? Hello. No. Can you wait back there then? Sure. Wait your turn.
Okay.
Their advice is correct. If you're not acutely ill, you should be staying home. We don't do swabs unnecessarily. The guideline is stay home and call 811 for guidance.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
But I don't want to die.
But we can't swab everybody, unfortunately, and I can't. If you're young and healthy, you're not severely ill. There's no need for a swab.
So what? I'm trying to understand what the pandemic is.
Well, the numbers.
But more people have the flu. I thought it's killer.
But the death rate now is higher on the COVID.
It's still it's still less than the flu.
Oops.
It's not.
I pressed
no,
Helcom Moon.
0.05 to 0.1%. The death rate on corona is almost 4%.
Of the population?
No. The rate of mortality if you get the bug.
But what about the population? I don't understand.
Yeah, I know you don't there, F0cker. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. We know. It's okay. It's okay, little man.
I'm not going to debate it.
I'm not debating. I'm trying to educate myself.
So, but unfortunately, I can't take that on right now. Can I help you see a doctor or not?
Well, you said I can't get tested, and it seems like you guys are pretty busy right now.
It's going to be up to the doctor, but it's probably more than likely not, I would think.
Okay. Oh, wow, this lady's got...
Oh, hey, Dr. Bob's in here. Hey, Dr. Bob.
There, please.
Hey, you're going to love this, Dr. Bob.
Old people.
If you're... Yeah, this Canadian woman doesn't take shit. Hey, Bob, you're going to watch him do what your worst nightmare is. Like, exactly what you would In fact, to be honest with you, they start lying to health authorities here and trying to access the buildings. And frankly, I'm going to probably be contacting the police department there and sending them this and telling them that these people are I mean, they're not under a lockdown, but at the same time, I don't think that you're allowed to lie to the health authority to gain access to the, especially during a pandemic. There's got to be a charge somewhere there. For the fucking love of God, there's got to be a charge. So, yeah, he needs to either be arrested or have his ass beat. like, it's ridiculous. So, and this is just first hospital. I've got them tagged here. I got the timestamps. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Up, I wanted to get swabbed, but I don't want to, I'm also trying to get educated here.
The news is the best place. CDC is the best place on their websites.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But I'm finding a lot of contradictory stories out there.
So listen, I have to unfortunately help the next person.
Okay.
My suggestion would be to go on the CDC, not Facebook, not social media, the Center for Disease Control.
Okay. I just talked to these people that went to visit. We came from the other side. They've been here for the last 2 weeks. They said the hospital is like a ghost town. There's nobody in there.
Oh God,
It's
come
quieter.
on.
Yes, we're definitely seeing less people. That's how it should be.
But where's the pandemic? That's
So,
because I'm living in fear.
Like, I'm surprised this woman didn't say, just get the fuck out of here. Like, honestly, like, just leave. What are you doing here?
But in my own life, I haven't met anybody that's dying or has a
Then
coronavirus.
thank your lucky stars and go home and stay
But
there.
why am I in fear?
Be safe.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were in past. I'm so sorry. But why am I living in such fear and being locked down and not able to do anything when I don't have any evidence of this in my life?
I don't know what to tell you, sir.
Do you know anybody with the COVID personally?
Yes, in the hospital here.
You've met them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
He
people
was
are
touching
dying?
door handles and stuff, probably, remember?
Rapid and shocking case.
Really?
Yes.
Can I go to the morgue and check?
Go home.
Okay, thanks, nurse.
Fucking Jesus.
Fuck, she's fucking NPC extreme. I ran into an NPC extreme.
NPC. I don't know if he just says that as a term or if he believes it. Okay, so now he gets a woman at the bus stop who is also works in. She says she's not a nurse, but she works in the hospital. But she gets annoyed with him.
I bet there's 3,000.
Canada alone, Chilliwack, down in the valley, there's cases here, there's cases in Vancouver. That's why we've got drive-through for testing. It's not a joke.
But 400 people. I bet 3,000 people have the.
23 are sick.
But I bet 5,000 people have the flu.
It's
So
not
how?
the flu.
No, but 400 people have.
It's not the flu, it's pneumonia.
But then why are they sending us home without tests? I was so sick yesterday. I had a fever.
You fucking liar.
Symptoms of what COVID is.
I did.
Well, then you go get tested.
No, they told me like to go take a Tylenol and go home, and they told me that at Royal Columbia. I feel better today, but yesterday I was sick
Well,
and
then
had.
you don't have the COVID, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I don't know.
Exactly. That's why they're not testing you, because the woman was asking you questions to figure out if you're full of shit, and she figured you were.
I'm trying to find out.
Not complicated. You could hear it.
Locked out and have my rights taken away.
I just don't want to be locked away. I never even got to Red Pill.
But you're okay with that. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll double back to Red Pill. Just made me think of Martin Luther King again all of a sudden, guys.
Oh, look at that sky.
All right, so let's get to the next one here. Okay, so what do we have? We got 45. Let's see, talks to nurse. 5440. Oh, yeah, here we go. 5440. Boom. Right in here.
I gotta have a new approach. What I'm doing rather than pretending I'm sick and I want a swab. Because I think if I played it up there and had the symptoms, I think they would have let me in. They're actually testing people. Because a girl in front of me, they sent her in for a test. Complete NPC.
Man, that's got to be illegal in some way. I mean, he's admitting to fraudulently trying to access these hospitals that are telling him not to be there by pretending he's sick. It's really kind of pisses me off to watch him being like this. Especially, it's my country, so of course he's affecting. I mean, it doesn't matter where he is. It's stupid.
I should have been like, I just got back from Italy. I just got back from Italy. I snuck out and flew here. I had to swim through the Mediterranean Sea. I had to swim a little farther because the boot was tilted back. So I had to swim an extra fucking 300 miles. Then I swam through the Mediterranean and all the way across the Atlantic. No, then I swam and went through the Panama Canal, which is going north-south now. And then I had to come back up the Pacific.
All right, where we got here? 57. I don't understand what I wrote here, though.
Oh, he gave me the hang loose. The boyfriend went.
He gets laughed at by some people.
Across the Panama Canal. What's this guy doing?
Hey.
And I would have had to swim further. What are you laughing at, bitch? Taking a picture.
At least he can laugh about it. Yeah, I think he was a good sport about it. Actually, he had a smile on his face. It's medical fraud. Hey, listen, Dr. Bob. He's in Burnaby, and I'm probably going to be calling them tomorrow, because this is bullshit. This is garbage. It gets worse. It gets way worse. Wait till he picks up his friend, and we're like, I've only got a few timestamps left, so we're gonna go through these rapidly now. Yeah. So let's see. 1 hour is.
16 or 9 residents died at my hospital. I don't know where she's at. People are dying. You guys need to stay inside. Stop thinking about hockey. We have a pandemic, all in capital letters. I just wanted to be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. There's no fucking pandemic.
Okay, here he goes. Here we go. Another hospital. Let's go contaminate another hospital.
Oh, visitors aren't allowed here.
Good. Make sure you touch that paper. Appreciate you touching your fingers on that paper. Let's read like a child while we're at it. Just run our hands along it.
Hi.
How are we today?
I'm good.
Are you here for a visit?
Yeah, can I?
Okay, so who are you visiting?
Just the hospital in general.
Which floor?
Right.
Second floor.
Hello there.
Oh.
How are you? Are you here for a visit? Okay, great. Which floor?
Second floor.
Yeah, don't worry, Bob. I'll timestamp a few of these things, and I'm gonna talk to somebody and get an email to send the link to.
We're protecting them. It's for their own sake. We're not allowing anyone from outside.
Okay. Is there a lot of people with COVID here?
No, we're just trying to keep people away. We don't want it to come in.
But I don't have it.
In all cases, we're not taking chances.
So is there?
You can always call the reception up there, and they'll sort out something. Maybe you can talk to people on the phone. They'll find a way for you to connect.
Is there a pandemic going on at this hospital?
So there's a pandemic all over the world.
But not here.
All over the world.
Not here.
So the pandemic is the definition of the pandemic. That means
She starts having to break out the toys and the music. When one person contaminates another person, and then they contaminate more people, a pandemic starts. And he'd be like, ah, yay! A pandemic, I understand now. My favorite characters did it.
hospital is country related.
But here, I gotta ask you something. I'm buying all this fear, and we're self-imprisoning ourselves. But I don't know. I should? But and then I took a step back. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were like, hey, do you know anybody personally? And nobody, hundreds of us.
I'm like, the one thing I watch is she's like guarding the sanitizer. She's like, this son of a bitch is coming for the fucking hand sanitizer. Look at this. She doesn't, her hands don't leave that sanitizer. Son of a bitch is scouting hand sanitizer. I know it.
Are you sure? Do you know anybody with it personally that you met?
Most probably people walking down the street have it. They still don't have
But so that's a no.
Yeah, because you're in a different hospital now. In fact, is this a hospice? This is probably the hospice he fucking goes to.
How's that?
Yeah, Bobby goes to a hospice at some point. He literally goes to a goddamn hospice.
Can you see the flat Earth?
I don't know where it is, exactly which one it is, but he goes to a hospice. I'm like, why would you take your dirty ass diseased person out down to the worst place you could go to? Here's where he's waiting for his buddy, and it takes his buddy forever. And then like James Bond here jumps in with the sunglasses.
Meg. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so what do I got for my timestamps? Let's see, 145, 131. So he went in the building to go find a lab coat, which he couldn't find in the end. So he actually got like a bit of a suit on. He's gonna say he's from Italy, or that he flew in from Italy. So he was gonna try to find a lab coat so they could pretend to be researchers or something like that, I guess. Anyways, F0ccker's got ripped pants, for fuck's sakes. F0cker, nobody's gonna take you as a researcher. Listen. We gotta talk. Nobody's gonna believe that you're a researcher, F0cker. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, F0cker, but nobody's gonna believe it. Nobody's gonna believe it. Just be you and Sleepy in the corner pouring salt in beakers.
So we're on. This is on.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Like a reporter.
You bring your globe out with you? Is that your flat smacking material?
This year, yeah. Oh, no, this is just the corona material.
Okay, here we go.
Like doctors,
Here, paramedic.
Supposed to be here.
Yeah, but they stop you at the door. There's somebody at the door.
It's okay.
This is terrible.
This main entrance is closed. Visitor access restricted. He's got the NPCs lying in line with the...
NPC? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I've never heard him say NPC so much. I think I've heard him say it before, but I didn't realize that he was like one of these like Matrix Earthers or something.
Columbia Hospital, one of the head doctors, he gave an article to the Sun about they don't know who's going to live or die and this and that. And I'm just wondering.
They got to choose between who lives and dies. You can't comment?
You haven't seen any action though. Yeah.
What'd they tell you to do?
Pardon?
What'd they tell you to just stay quiet?
No, they haven't said anything really like that. I just don't feel comfortable.
Maddie just busted him. Look at those eyes. Check it out. Watch. Man, that guy's so busted. 51. Watch this. Watch those eyes. Look at the guilt in this man's eyes when they ask him that question.
Stay quiet.
You got me! Or he's saying these fucking idiots.
No, they haven't said anything really.
He might be saying something like that. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Oh, you don't?
He's not nice. He's simple. Yeah, he's simple. I agree.
I've asked everybody, everywhere I go, and nobody knows anybody who's died. Nobody.
Well, I don't know if it's a hoax. We're trying to, what we're told in the media doesn't match our life, like our reality. So we're trying to find some people that can verify this.
Yeah, it's definitely not a hoax. I can say that.
Yeah, you've met some people dying and dead?
Again, like I don't feel comfortable talking.
Trying to make it look like my hands are on
usually
the
take
desk.
it as a no.
Yeah. It's okay, yeah. I mean,
But it's a simple yes or no question, right? So how hard is it? I mean, if I...
Okay, the woman that's awesome is coming up here, because where am I at? Came from Italy. Yep, 155. Here we go. Here's them trying to gain access again to another hospital. Robert Williams for $1.99. He's going around desperate to spread his derpies. Yeah, I agree. Thank you very much for the super chat, sir. I do always appreciate it. Here, let's, yeah, we're in a good spot. Here.
What's that say?
It says just restrictions. Compassionate care, end of life critical illness. Okay, that's an essential visit. Visits paramount to patient, client, resident,
Oh, come on, F0cker. You're killing me.
Kind of. I want to see the pandemic. I want to tell people to stay at home. Like, people are out on the streets, everywhere.
Sorry, we're not allowed to go anywhere inside.
Sorry?
Why? Is there a bug in there?
Not bug. Outside is bug. Everywhere is bug.
And people are dying outside.
You don't know this virus?
No.
Well, we heard about it in the news.
Are you fucking retard?
It's from Italy.
Are you stupid? You stupid? You not see this, sir? You stupid? That's, god damn it.
He came from Italy today.
Yeah. No, then sorry, you stay away.
Because we're bringing a bug, maybe?
Yes, everybody.
Yeah, here we got a comment from OLM. people in Spain, here in Spain, didn't take it seriously at first, and now look at where we are. Actually, I read OLM that people in Spain still aren't taking it very seriously because apparently the police there, since they put the country on lockdown in only a few days ago, they've estimated that like 60,000 people have broken lockdown and stuff and just gone out anyways, or broken the rules. They've arrested 500 individuals, but they estimate it's like 60,000 people. So like they actually don't even, like, a lot of people aren't still listening. And then you go to Italy, and the reason that a lot of, like, they had one town that was just like half wiped out, and it was because it was a lot of old people, but it's very traditional living, and they were getting together and having big grand meals, the family, everybody get together, love one another, hug, kiss, eat bread, you know. And of course it just swept through their populace because they were having these big grand oops, I pressed back apparently somehow.
Just the personal thing.
They were having big grand get-togethers. I know where we were, so I can get back there. Just, let me see the timestamp here.
It's the ambulance guy, and he said he's not busy today. Nothing.
I'm sorry, but
What do these idiots not understand about the surge coming? Like that the people are not sick yet. We have some people that are sick, but we don't have an abundance of sick people. Like. His Marcus name is, well, listen, I don't really like, I'm not into, you know, he doesn't put his name out necessarily, so I'm not necessarily out on doxing the person there, Wingnut. I actually do know what his name is. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not saying you're doxing him. I think his name is available. So but at the same time, I don't really feel like necessarily pitching his name out there. You know what I mean. So yeah, but either way, yes, you're right. His name is Mac. Was it Mac?
But he's from Italy. You should check him in.
Yeah,
he
Mac
could be
Parr.
dying. Don't you want to save his life?
he's staying home.
Home?
To die?
14 days. Yeah. No, if we need to see emergency, then he's.
Why would you let this poor man from Italy die at home?
Is he an emergency person?
No.
Oh.
He said he's in emergency, so.
Yeah.
He's dying, so he told me.
Oh, I see. If I so which.
Well, you came from Italy, man.
You need to see doctor?
Maybe, I don't know.
We want to.
This woman is assessing right now. That look, that stand and look right there. That.
We want to.
That stop and pause. You see how she looks at them?
Oh, I see. If I so which.
Well, you came from Italy, man.
You need to see doctor?
Maybe, I don't know.
Right here.
We want to.
You are seeing doctor, then you can talk with doctor.
She's starting to figure out these two right now.
Okay, thank you. He's my friend.
No, he's not allowed to come inside.
Oh, but he's my escort. How can I go with
I'm
him?
sorry.
Uh-oh, here comes the doctor.
Okay, if I need you. Okay, I'll ask.
You going to see doctor?
Oh, that fucking makes me mad. Putting people in danger. He's wasting resources. It's absolutely asinine. It's just terrible.
Face shield on.
Yeah, in case you spit in his face when you're in there and he arrests your dumb ass.
Hey, so what's going on, nurse? You're not letting people in?
Yeah, so unfortunately, due to what's been going on,
Uh-huh.
only people that are trying to check into the ER and visitors of people that are like compassionate care. So people that are very, very ill.
Are you afraid of the virus? You got a face mask.
Yeah,
shield.
so it's our policy now that in the ER we have to wear them.
This guy's not following policy over here.
Oh, it's mask. It's just
Oh,
face shield or
but the eye cover is extra step you're taking?
yeah.
Okay. Is there a lot of people falling over dying here?
No.
Okay, so the head of the Royal Columbian Hospital put out a call asking them to lock down in BC. Yeah, well, my life, my reality.
Okay, we're about to start hearing Nick getting kicked out, okay? So everybody pay attention, open your ears, and listen for Nick. Listen for Nick getting kicked out. It's coming.
Do you know anybody with COVID?
No.
Do you know anybody that's died or sick? No. I can't find one person that knows anyone, but yet they want to lock us down.
Yeah.
Escort a man out. Nick's getting kicked out. Nick's getting kicked out. कोई मरदा है इत्थे? पर सानू कही जांदे न्यूज़ दे विच सारे ने मर जाना अंदर हो साडी जिंदगी सातों ले जांदे आ पर कोई है कोई किसी नू जानदा नहीं जिहदे कोल हैगा है वायरस ਐਵੇਂ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਸਾਰੇ ਖਾਲੀ ਆ ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਚੌਥਾ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਆ ਸਾਰੇ ਖਾਲੀ ਆ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ
hold on. So he argues with them here. His buddy gets in an argument over here, but here we're gonna skip forward to
because there is no pandemic, right?
No. There is?
You shouldn't be joking about
okay, one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we want to be respectful.
Yeah. You want to film and everything, I think everybody.
Okay. Good job, Nick.
I'm almost positive it's coming up.
Hunters that were scamdemic. Yeah. She entertained you for quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Better than the lady. Hi. Where's this evidence of a pandemic?
Do you see anything?
You're not going to comment? Because there is no pandemic, right?
No. There is?
You shouldn't be joking about it. You shouldn't be joking about it. People are literally dying.
Oh, hold on. Stay calm. Stay calm. Nick, be respectful.
You are not being respectful right now, and I'm going to ask you to leave now, please.
I'm being respectful. Hey, Nick. I'm just being respectful.
I'm going to ask you to leave. If you don't leave me,
Megan.
you can go and look at the
Can we just have a discussion?
website. No, I have a patient.
Oh, you do? I'm sorry. What if what the CDC's telling me is not matching my life and my reality and everybody I know? I'm trying to match the two together.
Sir?
Yes.
What I'm telling you is, there is a pandemic. I have literally seen
Oh my God.
because of this pandemic. If
Yeah.
you don't believe me, you're more than welcome to come and get a job with BC Ambulance.
This is crazy.
Of what a pandemic is. Now,
Okay, now it's coming. Get that asshole out of here.
right? I'd like you to leave.
Okay, well, that's all I'm trying to do. Thank you, Megan. Oh, there's a cop car there. Are they there for us?
There it is right there. You could hear it. 428. Listen.
Megan. Oh, there's a cop car there. Are they there for us? Get those assholes. Why are you calling us assholes? We're walking away. We're journalists. Well, that's what I'm here investigating. And you're not being very forthcoming. You're not being very helpful.
Pastor the fraud.
Nick, don't escalate the situation. Well, let's talk to these security guys here. Getting shut down in the world.
You guys have to leave the property now.
Okay. Yeah, we're leaving. So why is she so triggered? I've been talking to you nice and calmly, right? We're walking away. And then she just got really mad and wants...
No. That's not my place to comment, okay?
Okay.
I just need you guys off the property. That's what
So
I need.
okay, but is there a reason? We got to be causing...
No reason to be on property.
What, we're being disruptive? Are we
Yes,
like
you are
violent?
disruptive.
No, we were walking away.
Back as well, just with pins, but it'll be embroidered. And it'll have, yeah.
Let's see what they're doing right here.
Check out their menu. Oh, really? You like being in the media?
What is this place?
Rights and freedom, right?
Making $1 billion.
Oh, they're in a restaurant. Okay. Well, that was his adventure. So he started in a public location, traveled his ass through all of the hospitals he could manage to get himself to in a couple hours, which was only about 3, but still, that's more than enough. And maybe 4, I think. And then he stopped at a nice diner to, spend his money at a nice diner there where he can rub all over the tables and all the hospital stuff he's brought with him, which he obviously didn't use any hand sanitizer because it's all fake and whatnot. So this is great. This person is running around our community. Oh no, this is what's gonna happen, Mr. Andret. I plan to call the RCMP in Burnaby tomorrow, and ask if there's an email that I can send a link to show that, you know, somebody who's impersonating, you know, sick people trying to access hospitals, you know, fraudulently, and, you know, they're putting people at risk because they think it's you know, it's fake, and so, you know, they're being asked to leave and they're lying about what they're there for just to gain access to the hospital so they can somehow prove that it's not a real thing. And actually, I guess the fact that you have his name there, Wingnut. Hey, Wingnut, do you have me on Discord by chance? Are you on my Discord? I think there's a link in the details. Sometimes that stuff's really good to send right to me. Yeah, you know what? There's his name right there. I'm gonna take that right there and copy it. I'm just gonna save that right now, if you don't mind. I'm gonna put that in a notepad file so I don't forget it. Boom. Save as to my desktop as Mac. Desktop. Okay. Perfect. I have his name saved now, so I can properly file a report with his name. And they may not care. Maybe they'll be surprised at how little they care. But you know what? I would be happier telling them that he's there, informing them that he exists, and then at least they're aware of him. And if he keeps traveling around and doing it, you know, maybe they can do something about it. Especially if there's a lockdown situation and he continues to do it, then he's breaking the law. They have started arresting people in certain provinces when they're not listening to certain orders. So, I don't know if they actually charge them in the end or just, you know, like warn them sternly after they arrest them. But either way, that's what's been happening. It's not a terrible thing. There's 69 people in here. If you haven't hit the like button, please do me a favor and hit that like button. And it always does help when you're done if you want to leave a comment when the video's done. However, just being here and chatting while we're doing our thing is always all I really need from you, and it's always appreciated. 70 people. I feel pretty good about the numbers in here. I'm very happy. We will cover one more little bit here. We're gonna dial back to Red Pill because I did forget to show his Martin Luther King moment after we were done with CC's. So we're gonna cover his Martin Luther King moment, and then we're actually gonna just touch on Kent Hovind, just a touch. He's a douchebag.
Out here, you lose your power, and you're probably gonna give in. You're probably gonna give in and give up. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thought I was the only one out here. Thank God there's some brave people out here, thank God. Isn't that healthy, right? I'm pretty sure being locked up in your house is not healthy for you. Yeah. Yeah, you too.
Here comes the copyright music, probably. See it.
A couple rebels.
Friends, I call upon you for your freedom. Fight for your rights. Don't be trampled by those with power and privilege. Be strong.
Human. Don't break the law. But that being said, guys, that is just a piece of a live stream I did a few days ago. It was really deep. And to watch the whole live stream, just click the link in the description below.
Oh, go to my BitChute where you can give me Bitcoin and stuff.
You can see it on library.
BitChute and stuff. You know what? Here, check this out. He's filming from his bedroom again, though, eh? He's been back at his old tricks. He's been back at his old tricks. Where is it here? Huh? He loves his old videos, though. Like, fuck.
Wow.
Like, why?
Finally, the tone is shifting. The tide is turning. Donald Trump on Twitter today, this morning, finally...
I have a question for you guys. I have a question, and this is a serious question, okay? Have you ever seen him with a different colored pillowcase than blue? It's the same pillowcase he's always got. I bet you the guy owns one pillowcase. Yeah. Like, if it's laundry day, he's fucked. Has a nap, there's no pillowcase. That's the same blue pillowcase. You can go back. Here, we'll just go back. We'll find one of him laying in bed. He's always laying in bed somewhere. Where is he? Come on, lay in bed here somewhere. He used to do it way back. He stopped doing it for a while, and then he kind of started again. We'll find him. We'll find him. There's a bed laying. Oh, Qbert. That was a fun video. Barry Crude Oil. Crude oil? Yeah, that is crude oil. Barry Crude Oil. Very nice name. Thank you for subscribing. I really hope that I can bring it in for you and you can have some fun here. You know what? I don't know where they are. I'm lying apparently, but I know that there was a time when he was laying in bed a lot, and recording a lot of. It starts getting political. You go far enough back. Like, watch. He was a political channel. Look at. Okay, so here we're starting to get into Earthlings, meat eaters, dead school children to push. See, here we go. We're into political. We're into younger red pill, and he's all political. Oh, here Curve. He starts getting into Curve stuff. Like it was, see, racism 2 years ago. A lot of it was political. And then it just becomes not political. Anyways, I lied, apparently. I can't find... I made a skit of him laying in his bed. I mean, it's hiding in here somewhere, but I mean, Jesus Christ. Look at all the content he has. Kent Hovind, real quick.
To be.
He had a kid drown at his pool, or at his building, at his compound, and that's not... I mean, whatever. Shit happens. Accidents do occur. We can't... you can't blame necessarily, but it's the way he pays the lip service here. You tell me in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, tell me in the chat, but you tell me if this doesn't feel like he's basically going, this happened, it's very sad, but we are not responsible, and fuck this asshole over here who's making fun of me.
Twin 7-year-olds all playing in the lake together. The family with 5 kids, twin 7-year-olds all playing in the lake together. The water was 3 feet deep. Suddenly the dad noticed that Stephen, the 7-year-old, was gone. And he apparently slipped on the dock and hit his head. Nobody saw it. We don't know. But he did drown in our lake. And we tried, your wife is a medical doctor, and she's right there on the scene within, as soon as he got him out of the water. We don't know how long he was underwater, but she gave him CPR, did everything right, took him to the hospital.
Their CPR, proper compressions being done right whenever he was out of the water. He was man on the scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late. We don't know what happened. Anyway, the kids had a blast here, and the dad...
But... The kids had a blast. Everybody was having fun until he drowned. After that, it was a little shitty.
Wants to bring all the kids back and loves the place, but there's one complete, absolute idiot moron named...
So this kid drowned. So to surmise what he said so far, I want to package this up and just place it into a little capsule. Like if you had to pick like a really short way of saying that. I think what he basically said is, this kid drowned. It's totally not our fault. And they had a blast here. This park is awesome. Everybody should come here. This is something you put in its own video, Kent. This is something, even if you don't give a shit, and I bet you don't. I don't think you fucking care at all. But that's whatever. So let's say you don't care. That's fine. This is where you put the hat on, you do the little show dance, and you pretend you care. You don't do this, because the next thing he's about to do is attack somebody who points out his... There's a bit of twist to this I'm going to get to on how Kent here, it's obvious what Kent is doing, because the person he's about to talk about has like fucking 5 followers on Twitter. Nobody's watching this guy's tweets. He has like 3 likes on a comment about Kent Hovind. But meanwhile, Kent Hovind has 12,000, 13,000 views on this video alone. So Kent, by comparison, has shown this, the fact that this person makes fun of him. He's actually shown us all the Twitter handle of this person who Kent cannot get over himself to the point where he has to bring this up. It would be like, who fucking cares, Kent? Like the guy's probably right. You are an asshole. You're a criminal and everything, as far as allegedly. But the bottom line is, Kent, that the way you prove if you really weren't a terrible person, you would have ignored this other person. You would have made a video specifically about this child drowning in your thing, in your lake or your baptized lake, whatever it is. I read the report. And you would have addressed this separately. You would have said, this is a terrible incident. This is what happened. It was really unfortunate. They were having a great time until this happened, blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't have talked the fucking park up at the same time. You could have even dropped that in there in a kind way. But the bottom line is, you would have addressed this in a way that would have respected the family and shown that you were upset about this tragedy. But instead, you've slid this into a 2-hour-long live stream, or 30 minutes, sorry, in this case, but a 30-minute Wacko Atheist Wednesday or whatever, Acts 18, or, you know, one of your typical weekly videos, and it just shows your absolute, utter not caring at all. He doesn't give a shit. And I hope the family that had this happen sees this and realizes that Kent doesn't care at all. Kent did offer to have the child buried on their location, and the family obviously said they'd take him home, which obviously, but like, that was your big offer, to bury the kid on your property, Kent? Anyways, I'm not getting into that specific. The bottom line is this is bullshit, and you could have done better, Kent. That's my point. That's my point.
Robert Batty. He's a former IRS.
So he's still not done talking about the kid, guys. Yeah, he did go to jail, so that's fair. He is a criminal. So he's not done talking about the kid. So we are still in the capsule of the child conversation right now. We haven't left it. The child's still on the screen. He is still talking about this, and he's not talking about it, though. It's not about the kid. It's about this guy that's saying mean things to me on Twitter.
Agent. They brought him.
This is 100% about Kent and has nothing to do with the kid. The only reason he posted this is to talk about this Robert Batty. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said shit about it in the video at all. I almost promise it.
Out of retirement just to hassle me, because their IRS case against me looks so bad.
Yes, they bring people out of retirement just to harass you. No, the reality is he probably worked on your case, realized you're an absolute criminal, and he just takes joy in revealing you to the world, to everybody. But you're not prepared for that, probably, Kent.
They did so many things wrong.
Oh, not to mention, you should see the most recent video. Fuck, Conspiracy Cats got right under his skin and pried the nails right up on his fingertips. Because Kent refuses to debate him. And, oh, the stuff... Conspiracy kitty, goddamn godless pussy. Like, he's just, oh, he's angry. And even in the comment, it's like, man, he really pissed off Hovind, didn't he?
And broke so many.
Conspiracy Cats told me he thinks it's the song. He wasn't ready for that song.
Laws. They said, go make Hovind look bad. Robert Batty.
That's right.
Twitter.
That's what the IRS does. They call up their old agents and they say, go make Hovind look bad. Go tweet about Hovind. And everybody does it because they got better. You know what the reality is, Hovind? He thinks you're a terrible person, and he takes joy in trying to tear your walls down.
Drowning at Kent Hovind compound. He calls us the compound. He does everything he can to belittle us, okay? Batty, crazy, insane. You'll drive me batty. Let's see. Similar words. Mad, insane, odd, queer, eccentric, deranged, demented. Good name for the guy, Robert Batty. Anyway.
Except for I think that the Batty, the way he's trying to use it, got 2 T's, but okay, whatever. We won't go there. Look, they got great fishing on the lakes.
So ignore what he says, please. Or you get on his Twitter page and explain to him sweetly, shut up, okay, go get a life. Just find something constructive to do. Don't make the family feel bad. Their boy drowned. It's enough, okay? Shut up.
Okay, so this is what I want to address about this, okay? This is what I want to address. This Batty guy has, like, no followers. Like, I brought up his tweets. I thought I had his tweets up. I don't. Robert Batty. Batty versus Hovind. All right, here we go. All right, so Robert Batty here has 74 whole followers. 74 whole followers. You know what would really piss Hovind off? If he had more than 74 followers. Follow. Anyways, so yeah, Robert Batty. It's at Batty, B-A-T-Y, V Hovind. So, you know, I don't care what you do, but yeah, that would really piss him off. But as you can see here, he did tweet about the child dying at the park, wherever the hell it is here. It wasn't, there it is. But as you can see, if you look, this tweet only got 5 likes. You got 4 retweets and 2 comments. I thought you could look up the... I thought you could look up... thought you could look up information on tweets, but maybe I'm wrong. That's not what I want. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So my point here is, my long-winded, terrible, long-to-get-to point is, Hovind here has shown this to thousands, 10,000, 12,000, 13,000 more people by now. I don't know how many video. That was like 12,000 last time I looked. I guarantee it's gotten. I have lost Hovind. There's so many tabs up here. There you are. Yeah, he's at 12.5 basically. So he's shown it to 12,000 plus people in the efforts of proving to all the people that this person's like hitting with his massive reach on his social justice campaign against you, Hovind. His over-encompassing reach, and he's hit 5 people, 10 people maybe have saw his tweet. Hovind, you're an idiot, and it's obvious what you've done here. You have done nothing but show that you don't care about this kid. You don't care that it happened. You just wanted to point out that this Robert Batty is a meanie poo. This Robert Batty won't leave me alone. Leave Hovind alone. Leave him alone. God damn it. So, anyways, now that you've seen my wicked awesome rant like that, the numbers are dropping. You've all gotten sick of me. It is 2 hours and 13 minutes at this point. We are getting a little long in the tooth. If you have any last comments you want to get into me, feel free to leave me a comment. There is Patreon links down below. Obviously, that's always if you want to. I don't get a ton of value to the Patrons other than the fact that I obviously try to produce my videos and get my streams out. There is a Patreon chat, and anybody can feel free to contact me on Discord. I'm a very social person, and I don't have a problem with people. You know, if you've got legitimate things to talk to me or ask me or concerns, then you can always talk to me. I am attainable like that. And if you are a patron, you do get a special Discord access. And again, nobody's using it, and I'm happy if you're happy. But listen, if you do, you know, I'm watching that Discord, and if you do start using the patron-only chat, I am checking on it. So feel free to jump in there if you're a Patreon and use it. Otherwise, we are all just talking in Beaver Creek chat, general chat, basically. And, you know, there's enough of us talking in there. We have a good time. So if you're not part of the Discord, think about joining up. We've got something like 220 members. Probably only half of those are active, but you know how it goes. It's how Discord is, you know? Yeah. $2 from Stringer News. Leave Hovind alone. Oh, thank you very much, Stringer. I appreciate it. Two Americano dollars. We're going to need those dollars. I don't know. Are those going to be worth anything when the American economy fizzles? I'm just bugging you, buddy. Probably be worth more than my dollars still. So that's going to work. Since our dollars are attached at the hip, right at the hip. So yeah. I'm about 15 seconds ahead of you plus a little bit of a delay. So I'm probably 20 seconds ahead of you guys. I am getting a little tired. I've been talking a lot and I've been winding myself because I'm very dramatic with my communication style. I don't know. If you got any last words, Stringer got his last super chat in there. If you got any last words that you want to get in, now's the time. And then I'm gonna shut this bitch down in a hard way. And then maybe if you haven't checked out Brainy Beaver Games, search Brainy Beaver Games, and I should pop up. There's enough traffic to it now that YouTube knows that channel is a channel. And that's where I've been streaming my Warzone. I did stream around a pistol whip, but something happened with the DVR side of YouTube, and it didn't save that actual 30 minutes of streaming. It saved like, well, it was just weird. I had to restart it somehow, and it just copied a little fragment of it. It made like a 6-second stream, so I deleted that. And NA, it's not a big deal. It's all good. It's just it's all good. Listen, I've always said it. If you're happy, I'm happy, NA. I am trying to work on getting some merch. I got one shirt. It's shitty. I'm not very good at art other than copy and pasting. Like, you know, I can Photoshop like a boss, but it's copy and pasting other images and stuff, and that's a pretty fine line to walk when you're talking about. It's one thing when I'm making a thumbnail for an image on my, for YouTube, but when I'm actually talking about selling something as a merch item, it is fair use ways to do this, but it's walking a pretty gray line if you're taking somebody else's images and you're making some sort of collage out of it and then selling it. Because let's face it, there's individual copyright images within the greater collage of image. So, but you've created a new expression out of it. It's just not worth it for what it would cost to get somebody to work on a bit of merch. So I've been trying to talk to it's the sativa. Yeah, you're right. So I've been in talks with I was talking to Chess. She hasn't gotten back to me. I'm gonna check in with her and see if she's done anything on it. And if she hasn't, I've got some other people I'm considering talking to about maybe working some merch images and stuff. It saved black screen. Well, no, what happened, Nikki, is it didn't save that one at all. It saved the first one. It's something fucked up. I pressed the wrong button and it like deleted the actual stream and left it with like this 6-second chunk of me starting and stopping it. So all you got is like, yeah, don't worry. I know what happened. It streamed fine. It should have recorded. It's just I fucked up something on my end. If you like stop the stream here and then you don't stop the stream there and then you restart it here without it, it did something where it almost like erased the old stream and restarted a new one. So I just deleted it in the end because it was a 6-second chunk of nothing. Another great stream. Thank you, Brainy Beer. Take care, all. Be sure to click that like button before you go. Yes, if you haven't clicked the like button, please do, everybody. I don't think I'm worthy of being shared, but if you do find the urge to share me to somebody you think might enjoy listening to my zany attitude, then I really appreciate it, because YouTube's going to hate the shit out of this stream because there's too many COVIDs in it. Yeah. Other than that, it's a little warm down here. Holy shit, it's 23 degrees down here. What's going on? I don't understand why it's so hot down here. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for coming. I see Mippet69, Jinzu, Mike71. We got Factard, For No Reason, Nikki Daly, NANA, Streamlabs, one of my best supporters, Todd L, NELC, and Nelk. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that like that or if it's an abbreviation. G Hammer, Mr. Andrat. We got frickin' Barry Crude Oil. Thank you. I think you're a new subscriber now. I remember. Glober Mom, Freaky Fantastic, and Fantabulous. That's a good name. Craven More Dick. He's always got that dick on his mind. Todd L, Real Non Sequitur, Robert Adset. Oh, everybody. All right, I could keep scrolling forever. DeMello what kind of word is that? I think that says DeMello Elithiri? Jesus. Sorry. Just butchered it. I just sliced that name up good. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Bob, thanks for coming, Bob. I really appreciate you, buddy. Marcus Dresden, thanks for coming. And I see Outlodger. If I missed anybody, I really appreciate you being here, everybody. 204, hey, Furnace Man, check your furnace. Nobody's checking furnaces. Nobody's calling us to look at shit. It's like, get out of my house. It's like you walk in the door, the trick is to walk in and go, and they're like, just fucking leave. On that note, I like swallowed some phlegm there. That was fun. Take care, and as always, keep smiling. I'm doing okay. I'd be happy if my family was around, but they'll be around again. Everybody's safe. They're staying out of trouble, so it's good. NA's laughing. A sweaty beaver? I am sweaty. My back's sweating. It's because I'm hairy and fat. Thanks for the great stream. Everyone stay safe. That's right. Everybody, remember, I'm about to leave. I'm going to leave rapidly right now, so everybody wash your hands. Stay safe. Stay intoxicated, whatever works to get you through the slow time sitting at home. We're all in this together, and it does suck. And to anybody who's losing their jobs or losing their business or losing their house or just all of the uncertainty that comes along with this, obviously I want you guys to know that you're in this with all of us, because I think that we're all in a lot of the same boats. I mean, I don't know a lot of people that can afford just to have all of the same bills and then just lose their job. I mean, you're supposed to have a cushion, but let's face it, the world hasn't been good enough to a lot of people to leave us all with cushions. So wouldn't it be nice if we all had a cushion? But I don't believe we do. And so to anybody who's feeling financially stressed by this, and that does include me, so I am with you. I feel you, and you know, feel free to reach out. If you ever got to talk, send me a message on Discord. Leave a comment. You know, I do try to look at my comments. I do get thousands of comments in a month. So, you know, please be patient with me if I don't like or comment back. Sometimes it could be 6 months and all of a sudden I'll get back to comments because, you know, all of a sudden I've got time and I spend 3 hours just scrolling my comments because I can do that. I can spend hours. So, anyways, as usual, I'm ranting. I'm also Brainy Beaver, and that's pretty typical. So on that note, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being the awesome subscribers that you are. And stay safe, stay clean, stay hairy, stay shaved. I don't know, whatever. Ah!